the street. It's the first time that she caught me sneaking home this week. I only stand loving anyone but you. Then how come you been out of wearing brand new shoes? Tell me you ain't dancing to the rock roll sound. No, I'm just picking up my feet and putting them down. I've just been picking up my feet and putting them down. I've been picking up my feet and putting them down.
And it's great to see that the kids from all ages, from 6 to 66, can still be kids at 66 years old.
I estimate I've taught, it's hard to say, but it'd be well in the thousands over the years I've been teaching for.
When I first started in rock and roll, all the teenagers just used to go down to the local town hall, had to make it up as you went along, but all the kids loved it. That was the main thing.
When Elvis Presley, started bringing out Hound Dog, and it just had this sort of beat, and we didn't need to be taught. We just done what the music said.
One of the main reasons I like rock and roll is it's because it's old school rules. The ladies like being treated like ladies, and the ladies like the men being men.
It should be so easy that you can even drink a beer as you do it. And just move around gently. For the ladies, the main aim, just follow your shoulder. Dance in a nice contained space with your arms bent, and the girl just pulls on the man's fingers to bring herself back. That way the man doesn't have to rip her arms out.
Sort of have a bit of a saying that you can't drink and jive. So once you've had a few to drink, you sort of lose your senses with your lead and follow and everything for your dancing.
We have a couple of drinks.
Yeah, but it's still a social night out.
I've decided to learn rock and roll dancing.
Really? Well, I don't know, mate. I always kind of had my doubts about guys that dance.
I think that's a hangover from a bygone era, mate.
Mate, you reckon dancing impresses the girls?
I love going out social dancing. It's such a friendly environment, and it's good to be the one that can get up and dance instead of the one that just watches everyone else out there dancing.
And it also gives us something to do together.
That's the drama. I mean, men have got a lot to learn. Women have just got to cut out normal woman nature, which is leading. So
we just try and help. It's in our nature to help. And they walk out after 2 lessons and say, I'm not going to be able to do this. This is just beyond me.
The lesson just seemed to be going downhill. I was that flustered with things. Other people were starting to do things. I can't do them. I'm starting to wonder why.
Quite often with the men too, like what they find is their wives or partners might be picking it up and they're not. So it becomes a bit of a blow.
Nag them.
Becomes a blow to their ego.
They nag them.
They don't nag them.
They do that. I can do it, why can't you?
Being part of their basic nature, they don't like women to be able to do something they can't.
It was probably about 2 or 3 weeks later where the penny actually dropped with me, and I thought, yeah, I can do this, and I'm getting better at it. And it's not as bad as I first thought, but it needed probably a 6-week period for me to get that installed into my brain that, hey, I can use my feet and hands together as well as think.
Go to a standard rock and roll dance class where you have the teaching session and you get the dance afterwards. That can be anything from 90 minutes to 120 minutes or 2 hours. And if over that duration, it's worth about 6 points.
There's many different rock and roll festivals across Australia, and the biggest one that we have is held on the June long weekend up in Queensland, which is called the Winter Sun Festival.
It started out at a few thousand people, and now it's into 50,000 people.
The minute that children get on stage, there's just rows and rows and rows of people just looking over. They're literally hanging over the edges to see these children dance.
My name's Tamara, and this is my sister and my brother, and we do rock and roll dancing.
joyous nature to it. It is one of the most safe havens for families and children and older people that I've ever come across in my life, and I've done a fair bit of travelling.
It's impossible to underestimate the importance of the electric guitar in rock and roll music. Rock and roll wouldn't have existed without the electric guitar.
Rock and roll was coined by the DJ Alan Freed in America. It was actually the black slang for sex. Going out having a bit of nookie.
And I've been dancing for 5 years and I just can't imagine doing anything else, but it's better than sex.
It's just everybody having the best time possible. It is truly one of the greatest things you'll ever do. If you do anything once in your life, do yourselves a favour, dance.